Well, today I just want to share a little things I ran across. Um, Certain things like proving that Hebrew Israelites did go into Africa. And the DNA is amongst them and inside of Africa still to this day, and that the African Americans or the ones who was caught up in the slave trade, whether the Arab slave trade or the Atlantic slave trade, also have Hebrew Israelite genes in them, as well as I want to get on the point of all other races, Ashkenaz, Sephardim, Yemenites, Far Eastern, all sorts. You have brothers. I'm talking about my black brothers. They get on here where them Ashkenazi Jews are fake and woo 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 woo. And at the same time, you got white people and Ashkenazi Jews saying that what we talking about is wrong or false, which both of y'all are false because whether or not the Zionists or at the top are probably not real bloodline Jews. The Ashkenazi Jews does, or at least a percentage of them, do have the Jewish DNA in them. So you can't refute that. You just can't ban the whole cause, and because that's the easier thing to do than actually trying to separate the bad peas out the pot. That takes a little bit more work, but you're gonna have to do it. We can't. I don't want to hear no more about who's not what because you don't know at the end of the day. But certain stuff we can know. That comes from my black brothers. That's going to my black brothers and white brothers, your brothers. You get on here. A lot of y'all be like, niggas lying and niggas need to learn. They don't care about y'all. You don't care about yourself. Stop stealing other people's identity. When you were wrong, you going against the word. So that's why I used to be like that too. Then I had to think with common sense. If I'm going to say that Hebrews came in and mixed among Negroes and left the DNA, then why can I say that they went to Yemen and did it, or they went to Far East Asia, or up to Europe and did it? What's good for the goose is good for the gander. You understand? So, one thing I want to get into, I just want to show you pictures of, you know, third century Jewish paintings. Look at him. Light skin. This man right here look like he got an afro, which this what it is. And this is right here from Syria. Here go another one. Third century. That's Syria. Now this man right here is dark brown or medium brown with an afro, so they can tell you right there that even if you don't, you common sense will kick in and tell you that they all had different skin tones and colors, and they mingled with the nations that they went in. I know in the Bible it said for them not to do it, but you see them breaking that law right off the bat with Judah. He had kids by Canaanite women. David, I think his grandmama was a Canaanite. Um, they've been breaking laws. They didn't start out perfect at all. The whole thing they won't get perfect until Jesus come back. So, you know, just showing people things. This right here, I'm finna go to. Now this in West Africa. This is a painting of some black Jews in West Africa, and they was in with the Moorish conquest. Now look at this, and they wielding what? The shield of David. Let me zoom up on that. This. God's skin, and we came and go against it. Say, well, no, it's just a paint because you see white right there. You see red. They could have mixed it in together. You would have easily seen pink or a dark tan or whatever. It means that they was painted dark, and that's how it's supposed to be. Okay. And then we go to a little scripture, Isaiah 5:26. Well, matter of fact, let me go to Zephaniah 3:10. From beyond the rivers of Cush, my worshippers, the daughters of my dispersed ones shall bring my offering. All right then. So I'm gonna take you to this. Now this is a map I just seen. This is a 1747 map. Now right here, 1747 European map. Right there you'll see K of Judah, which is today is, or how they pronounce it, Ouida or Ida. You know, they took the J off and put Ouida. But when the Europeans came across it, they pronounced it, or they spelled it the way it sounded to them, in which it was supposed to be, the Kingdom of Judah. And if you don't believe that, over here to the right, you see on the map the desert of who? Seth. That's Adam's third son. Desert of Seth. All this is in West Africa. You see Negro land. You got Timbuktu. Hold on. You got the Kingdom of Judah right above it. Timbuktu. Ghana or Guinea, or however they try to spell it. You can't refute that. Kingdom of Judah. 1747 European map. And it takes you in mind to, what was that scripture? I think it was Psalms 82 or 83, where he said that Esau and the Ishmaelites made counsel against thee to remove you far from your border and make the land of Israel no more remembrance of you. That's why you don't see it on the map today, because of their prophecy right there. They knew who you were, and they seek to make it not true. Right there, Kingdom of Judah, Desert of Self. That's right there now in present Benin, Benin, right next to Ghana. And again, now this part right here, I'm finna show you what a white researcher came up with. And he's gonna be talking about the Limba and showing how their DNA concentration of the Goin gene is greater than any other. Folks used to say the Yemens had the stronger one, but now we found out that the Limba tribe in Africa had the strongest concentration of the Goin gene, which the Ashkenazi and everybody else based their lineage off of.
They still had Jewish rituals, and they all talked about it. And anthropologists, who you saw easily fooled, used to say, very liberal in their own minds, but they say very patronizingly, oh, these Lemba probably conflated their folkloric history with a Jewish colonialist, or maybe a Christian evangelical who believes in some of the lost tribes myths, and they absorbed it into their own culture. And they can't really be Jewish. And they're very condescending about that. Even Stephen Jones, a very famous geneticist from the UK, who did a PBS special on this in 1997, 1998, mocked the idea that they could be genetically Jewish. Well, it happens to be, this man here is not only a Lemba, he is a Buba. A Buba is the priestly clan of the Lemba, and a clan that maintains its Jewishness and maintains its Jewish practices and thinks of itself as still very stridently and coherently Jewish. Well, one of Tudor Parfit, who had been very instrumental in writing about the Ethiopian Jews, he's a Christian, an anthropologist, incredible man from England, very skeptical of the claims of the Lemba, paired together with geneticist Michael Hammer in Arizona, geneticist at the Genetic Anthropology Center in London, and he went and he took the DNA of the Buba, and not only did they show Goin markers, more than 60 to 65% of Buba have the same Goin marker that is found in a less of a percentage, 55% of American and European Jews. On the male line, the Buba are more Goin, are more coherently and consistently Jewish than American Jews or European Jews. Absolutely remarkable. Again, on the female side, they married local